You know that you can keep doing it. You know that you can continue to perform. There's a lot of people that are scared of their ability to do something that's difficult. They're scared of whether or not like you see someone who's doing something that's really tough to do and you go, man, I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could force myself to be disciplined. I don't know if I could force myself to take that kind of action. Well, if you do force yourself to take that kind of action, you don't have that question anymore. That question, I don't know if I can do it. Well, you're doing it. So you obviously can do it. Can you do it tomorrow? Well, you did it today. Why can't you do it tomorrow? Just do it. That Nike slogan, just do it, it's one of the greatest slogans of all time. It's so true. It's so good. It's so much better than live your truth or any of these stupid ones that you hear today that people keep spouting out left and right. Get out there and go do something. Just go. And then in the middle of doing it, it'll become easy. Even if it's not easy, even if it's hard, it's easier than not doing it and wishing that you had done it.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
One of the things that I think is hard for people is if let's say you do it once, right? And then you realize that you can do it and that you could have been doing it.
Yeah.
People will start judging themselves in the past for not doing it because they've told themselves, I can't do that. I can't lose weight. I can't be cool. I can't do these things. And I'm broken in some way. And they have these stories about themselves about how they can't. And then if they just do it once, then they have to forgive themselves for not doing it before. And that's why I think being able to just say, oh, no, it's cool. That was my past self.
Yeah.
This is myself now.
Yeah.
And I can do it now. And I can totally radically forgive myself for the past and just move forward from here because the past is gone.
Yeah.
It's over. It's a dead body. Like the living body starts now, immediately.
Yeah, that's like that video that we did a while back, Be the Hero of Your Own Movie. You are not your past. You're you. You're you right now. Like the past you might have done some things you wish you hadn't done. Don't dwell on that. You learn from it, that's fine, but don't dwell on it. Just keep moving. Keep moving. Use it as fuel. Say never again. I get what I did wrong, but don't think that you're that person that made those mistakes. You're the person who's learned. And to have that attitude is a really important thing. And to not say, why am I doing this now? I could have been doing this my whole life. Well, you weren't, so the is that going to help? Yeah. You gotta not think like that. You just gotta be happy you're doing it now. Russell Peters has gotten really heavily into jiu-jitsu, and he's been doing jiu-jitsu now for a couple of years, I think 3 years. He's got his blue belt, and we were training together the other day. It's like, God, I wish I started when I was younger. I go, well, yeah, but you didn't, so shut the up and let's keep going.
Right.
Like you can't, that shit ain't gonna help anything. You got a time machine. And by the way, if you did start when you were younger, who knows? Maybe you would have never done stand-up, or maybe you would have not gotten so into it. Maybe you would have been more into jiu-jitsu. Maybe that's better. But whatever it is, it's not happening.
Plus, though, like you said before, the rush of improvement and rapid improvement is awesome.
Yeah,
it's awesome to suck at something. It's really fun because then the growth that you get, like for LeBron James to be a little bit better basketball player, it's a lot of work and it's a little lift.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But if he's trying to play like badminton or something that he's never done before, or figure out some calligraphy or something, he's gonna grow and learn fast, and he'll have the rush of like, oh wow, I'm getting this, I'm learning it, I'm finding a new skill. Oh, archery, wow, I'm getting better at this. So there's pleasure and benefit in all of these things. And so being okay with sucking and actually hunting the things that you suck at because it'll be fun to improve those, especially if you enjoy doing it, that's part of the good shit. So to wish that you were already good at it, you're just denying yourself the pleasure of the rapid growth that you get. Like that first time he gets like a armbar on somebody or like taps another blue belt, like you wouldn't have had that feeling now.
Yeah, no, it's critical to, I think for me personally, I don't know for everybody, but for me, I like to do a lot of different things. And I like to do things that I'm not very good at. And in doing things that I'm not very good at, I learn about learning. And I think learning about learning, like especially new things, it's so, especially for someone who does something and has been doing the same thing for a long time. Like I guess LeBron has been doing with basketball, or, a stand-up comedian like myself has been doing stand-up for 30 years. He'd do it for 30 years. I've been doing the same thing for a long time. What I find makes me better at stand-up is not just doing a lot of stand-up, but also doing a lot of other things, and particularly doing things that I'm not good at. And they don't like archery never makes its way into my act. You know, like yoga doesn't make its way into my act, but doing those things that I suck at, it helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that old Musashi quote,
Yep.
right? You know, like, know the way specifically, you know the way broadly, know the way broadly, you know the way specifically. Like the same things that you apply to the art of archery, the same things that you apply to the art of yoga, you apply to the art of comedy. In some way, it's not a direct correlation, but you become the one who can overcome the thing.
Yeah.
And that's universal. If you're the one that can overcome the thing, that applies to whatever.
Yeah, that's the reason why I got this tattoo. I mean, this tattoo is know the way broadly, and you can see it in all things. That's Musashi.
Yep.
I mean, that's true. I mean, knowing that you can achieve a certain level of excellence, whether it's at martial arts or anything you're doing, if you do know what that feeling is like when you've worked for years and years and years, and you've achieved this certain level of excellence that's very unusual, you realize like, oh, that could be achieved in other venues. You just have to find the venue, apply the discipline, and that's where you get so much more benefit out of a struggle that you choose to embark in versus a struggle that life throws upon you.